very good morning. Sport-loving fans. How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you're fine. It's been a lot this morning. So much happening. So much hitting up the airways. But then we just had business news. Joy Eberebe, thank you so very much for the updates. You guys just always try to go where you are appreciated. Go where you are wanted. Like if you're not wanted in a space, you're not wanted in a place, please. You might as well take your time before leaving there, but just try to leave there. That's the story of Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman is now almost always all smiles. He's now almost, just always enjoying playing football again, being on the pitch. Amazing stuff. Honestly, so amazing to see the kind of connection and bond he's enjoying with his coach Diego Simeone. Yesterday, the playoffs second leg happened in 4 different centers. Results already out. Bodo made history, dumping into Milan and picking up, the first round of 16 UCL ticket by Norwegian side. It's not happened since 1987-1988 season. That's a lot. Where were you in 1988? That's a very long time. Yes, and then today we'll have a more Champions League playoff matches. In fact, there's a battle that will be happening in Madrid, so we'll be seeing that. I have some dailies with me. We'll look through the dailies this morning, and as well, I have some updates from athletics as well. So we'll take that on the drive. Yes, welcome to Sports Drive. Kachi is my name again. A very good morning. We are live on our socials on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info Abuja. Yes, at Nigeria Info Abuja. So you could just go there and I get to see what we're doing and link up with other fans as well. Okay? Yes. So just do that for me. You can sending messages to WhatsApp 0809-9930137. It's a simple and straightforward question of the day today. Yes, I just want to know if you think by some chance Benfica can upset Real Madrid today. Do you think Benfica can upset Real Madrid, will upset Real Madrid today in the second leg of their playoff? So that's the question of the day. If you want your opinion read out live this morning, please, you have to send it now, either to our Facebook Live at Nigeria Info Abuja, our YouTube Live at Nigeria Info Abuja, or send it to the WhatsApp. So you're welcome yet again. We'll start off with just this update from home. Yeah, we'll start off with this update from home. It looks good, knowing that, athletes, it's getting stiffer. I mean, the competition, things happening, when we have things going on here in Nigeria. We also have athletes coming in from outside the country, just so called Diaspora athletes. Yes, so we're going to be having Diaspora athletes in the National Intermediate Games that is set to happen in Lagos. Okay, yes, we're going to have them as the 38 states. How do I explain this? So we have 36 states and the FCT, right? 36 states and the FCT, that's 37. And by the time, the diaspora athletes join us for the 2026 National Intermediate Games in Lagos, they will form the bulk of the 38 states. Okay, this is according to the National Sports Commission. They're announcing that the invited diaspora athletes, as the IDA, will make its debut at the first edition of the National Intermediate Games scheduled for Lagos later this year. And the idea is one of the many key reforms that the National Sports Commission, under the leadership of Malam Shehu Diko and Honorable Bukola Lopade, has established as part of Renewed Hope Initiative for Nigeria's sports economy. So that's it. Honorable Bukola actually said that since the establishment of the Diaspora Discovery Athletes Committee, which is currently chaired by Tunde Adelakun, the committee has swiftly swung into action with many Nigerians in the diaspora showing significant interest to compete for Nigeria. So it's a good one. It's a good one. We'll keep you updated, with what's going to happen. But just know that we'll be having 38 states once this competition gets underway, and the 38 states will be made up of the invited diaspora athletes. So that's the update we have this morning from our athletics. We'll move away from there. Let's quickly let you know that it was quite interesting last night in the Champions League. Will give us some football update because Bodo really made history. Something is going on with these, with this particular team, with these guys. It's a bit unbelievable, but it's beautiful, right? I love me beautiful football stories, and this is one of those football stories that I like. I love upsets in football. I don't know about you. If you love upsets in football, then definitely, if you love upsets in football, definitely you would love what Bodo Glimt have achieved. If you look at their head-to-head, just a couple of matches that they played recently in the Champions League, then you know that what's going on with them is it's not a fluke. They've been doing well in the UCL, beating top teams. They beat Manchester City. They beat Atletico Madrid. That was during the league phase, right, of the competition. And then yesterday in the playoff, before yesterday, the first leg in Norway, they even beat Inter Milan 3-1. That was when we kind of knew that Inter had gotten into serious troubles, and yesterday they were not able to overturn that result. Bodo Glimt still winning, in Italy 2-1 away from home. So the aggregate score finished at 5-2 in favor of Bodo Glimt, and with that they've become the first Norway team to make it to the round of 16 of the Champions League since the 1987-1988 season. What a historic moment. It's not just that they made history, it's the pattern, it's the fashion. They left a lot of casualties on their trail to the round of 16. Okay, so congratulations to Bodo. And their league is not on. I keep saying it, their league is not on. They just are playing friendlies to keep feeds for the Champions League. Their league is starting in March, and as always, it will end in November every other year. That's how they run their own league, because of extreme weather conditions once it is snowing in Norway. Okay, yes, that's about Bodo Glimt. But they were not the only team that played last night. We also had all the matches in the UCL last night. There was a game that didn't produce goal. Bayer Leverkusen versus Olympiacos Piraeus ended 0-0 last night. But then before then, Bayer Leverkusen, they already had a 2-goal lead in the first leg. And still that yesterday, let's also let you know that Newcastle United, they almost continued from where they left off. That's what gave us the talking point last night. If teams should be allowed to just peacefully throw in a towel when they feel that a team has gone beyond a particular fixture, a particular tie has gone beyond redemption. Because after the 6-1 in the first leg, it was just very certain almost that Karabakh were going to crash out. Even though we say in football, yes, mathematically we're still possible, but before we could say Jack yesterday, Newcastle already put 2 behind them. The game eventually ended 3-2 in at St. James's Park. So aggregate score of is 9-3. Okay, yes, an aggregate score of 9-3. So that fixture alone gave us 12 goals. Yes, that fixture alone gave us 12 goals. That's across both legs. And earlier yesterday, Atletico Club de Madrid versus Club Brugge, he ended at 4-1. Rafael Onyedika didn't get to feature for Club Brugge yesterday. He was serving a yellow card suspension, yellow card ban. He was serving yesterday. Sad stuff. And Ademola Lookman also didn't get to play all the minutes. He played just 20 minutes. He got on the pitch in the 70th minute of the game, and he had a bang. He had a good time. He enjoys playing for Atletico. You could just see the connection he has with Diego Simeone. He even was on the assist sheet yesterday. Yes, I think he assisted their 3rd goal, something like that. And then today we have more matches in the UEFA Champions League in regards to the playoff. Remember the question of the day: are you on Facebook? Are you on YouTube? If you are, we are live again at Nigeria Info Abuja. Okay, so that's Facebook and YouTube. Today in the Champions League, Atalanta versus Borussia Dortmund by 6:45. that game. I don't know what to expect though, but it's going to definitely be an interesting one, given that Dortmund already leading on aggregate score 2-0, and then Juventus versus Galatasaray. I feel like this tie is already over. 5-2 in the first leg in Turkey. Today we will be in Turin for what is set to go down at the Allianz Stadium. I don't know what to expect. Can Juve respond? They're going to respond. What's going to happen? What's his name? Victor Osimhen didn't play Galatasaray's last game against Konyaspor because, he was injured. And most important, they didn't want to aggravate. It was an injury. They didn't want to make things worse because they wanted him to feature in this game. And I think he will. Yes, Victor Osimhen, the news is already out that he will be fit to play for Galatasaray today against Juventus away. PSG versus Monaco, 2-0 down in the first leg, came back 1-3-2. Shaky PSG. It's a French affair today in one of the Champions League playoff ties. PSG hosting Monaco. Now they're in France. And then Real Madrid versus the Benfica. This particular fixture clouded by everything that shouldn't really be in football. Everything that we should not hear in football. Everything that we really dread to hear about in football. All the discussions about color. We don't want it in our beautiful round letter game, but every other time it just still surfaces. I don't like to hear it, but it is what it is. So Real Madrid will be taking on Benfica today, 1-0 up for Real Madrid, and they pick that precious results away in Portugal. They can get the job done today. They are bruised, if you remember, after their last game in the league against Osasuna. They were on top of the table, excited about that. They didn't last there. They've been toppled again by Barcelona. So a wounded Real Madrid side, coupled with all the drama about Vinicius Jr. So we'll see how they respond. Or maybe Benfica can pick the points away today. Or maybe they can win the tie today, turn it around. Because Mourinho will not be in the touch, will not be in the technical area because of a red card ban that he will be serving. Okay, and then Rivers United in the Nigeria Premier Football League, they will be playing one of those. They're outstanding. I think they have 4 outstanding matches. They will be playing against Barao FC by 4 p.m. today. Shall we? Oh yes, we shall. We have a Blueprint newspaper right here in the studio. Back page, UCL, Osimhen to race to face Juve. Yes, like I told us from yesterday, we've been hearing reports, news, updates on Victor. They say that Osimhen expected to be fit for Galatasaray's Champions League clash with Juventus. I'm taking this headline from Flash Score, and then I have a Blueprint newspaper, back page is Sports Blueprint. They're still reporting UCL Osimhen to race to face Juve. So fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. All right, Blueprint is also carrying this news about Diaspora athletes to compete as the 38th state at the Intermediate Games. Okay, so we will see about that. That's Blueprint newspaper. I have a Sporting Sun. Sporting Sun is all about sports everywhere. They have Sporting Sun. Want to check for something very interesting. Okay, so I have this very interesting. Okay, a back page. Hakimi to be tried for alleged rape case. I don't know what I don't know how we can say it. I don't know how we can speak the English so that it can sink into the heads of superstars in sports. All these rape charges and rape cases every other time. I don't. It doesn't speak well. They're role models. We don't need to hear this kind of news. It's not. It doesn't speak well. It's not good in any way. It doesn't. And then it keeps happening. Why? Why? And then some other times, the cases are struck out in court. Some other times, there's a settlement reached out of court. But then what the question should be, why do players get in such situations? That's where the conversation should start from. Okay, Barcelona received a 250 million euros transfer offer for Yamal. This according to former Barcelona president Juan Laporta. Okay, that's another one. All right. Can I take more? I do not think so. Thank you very much, Abuja. You know how we roll. The conversation will always continue on social media, but it's up to you. Good morning, Kachi. My name is All from Abuja. The Athletic sports federation, they need to be even more creative. If not, we will continue to lose our athletes to foreign countries, And then he also said, I hope Juventus, they're not thinking about any remontanda because more goals are on the way tonight. Gala 3, Juve nil. Special greetings, Kachi. Thank you so very much for joining us. Good morning, Kachi. I'm Romeo from Tuesday. Of course, what happened to Inter yesterday, it shall happen to Real Madrid. In recent times, Real Madrid, they've not been so convincing. He said, so I should expect an upset. I should expect for Benfica to upset Real Madrid. At Nigeria Info Abuja on YouTube and Facebook, I promise to join you there so that we can continue the conversation. But right about now, we'll pay some bills and then get ready for what's happening Abuja. Kachi for is my name. Spotty Chick on the MIC, the king of sports. Good morning. Boom, jagalagalaka.